This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. We've just come out from the old walls in Lethian's Crossing, and shit is jumping off. A bruiser comes running up to us. Fatebinder, we need your help! The soldier runs up, his words punctuated by his labored breathing. Ragemon took the Magebane helmet while you were in the old walls. When Saratha tried to stop him and his guards, they started slaughtering everyone. It didn't matter if they were Brotherhood or a townsperson. It's like he's gone crazy. He points east. Please speak to him. We're unable to stop him. Why is Ragemon attacking his own people? We have no clue. It makes no sense. That's why I've come to you. You have to help us talk some sense into him. I'll talk to him and see what I can do. Number 4. Yeah, that fourth option is pretty crazy. There's no, it's not Tyranny Kai Alchemy, Saito. Thank you, Fatebinder. He is with Saratha in the center of town. He must be brought to his senses before more innocent people die. Quest, Guardian's Return. Raidamon has returned to Lethian's Crossing and is killing both settlers and his own soldiers. Speak to Raidamon. He was last seen with second brother Saratha near Eldian's house in Lethian's Crossing. The thing is, you can't you don't have enough points to be good at all three. So whichever ones you are good at, the other one you're never gonna have enough of. If you tried to divide all your stat points and your skill points enough to be kind of half-ass good at all three of them, there'd be lots of the hard checks that you wouldn't be able to do. So you basically have to pick two of them to actually specialize in, or else you're just gonna suck at all three. Alright, so apparently the goal isn't to go fight Raidamon, it's to go speak to him. Which is interesting. Now let's see what was said here. It came out. Verse said, why couldn't they have protected the settlement with an anvil or a tower? Something that can't be tucked under your arm and carried away. And then Siren said, well, we know why, now we know why the, wait. Well, we know now why the Bane were able to escape. What happened here? Alright, and then the Bruiser talks to us, and we can go. There's people dead everywhere.
Yes.
Dude, everything's all trashed. He already wrecked the town this much? How? Okay, I mean, alright, he started killing people, I understand, but how did he fucking cause all kinds of shitloads of property damage and stuff? Oh, maybe some Bane got out? But did they damage property or did they just attack people? Are all these merchants gone now? So is it like, if I didn't buy that shit from those merchants when I had the chance, now they're gone forever? Is that what's happening? Because that doesn't make me happy. I mean, admittedly, they didn't have anything that I absolutely had to have, but they had some nice stuff that I might have wanted to buy at some point. Because all these merchants, there were a ton of merchants right here before. And now they're gone. I know, right? I was only in there for 5 minutes. Raytamon and Saratha stand amidst dead bodies, staring each other down. Raytamon steps in to intimidate Saratha, who refuses to move. Stand down, Saratha! If you do not let me pass, I will kill you, just as I have every other pile of shit in town. Why are you doing this, Raytamon? The townsfolk were innocent, and you're killing your own men. Have you gone insane? Watch your tongue, Saratha, lest I split it for you. I know you and Welby have been plotting against me behind my back. Extreme measures are needed to ensure your plans never come to fruition. Oh, he's wearing the helmet. That helmet looks kind of fucking silly. I've got what I need, and now it's time for me to get to work. You will pay for your insolence, and Kairos will pay for trying to take Lethian's Crossing from me. I don't think Kairos will pay. I think good luck with that. Kairos is like, come collect, motherfucker. This town belongs to me and no one else will have it. Plotting against you? Welby and I have done no such thing. We want what is best for the Brotherhood and Lethian's Crossing. This is our home. You have doomed innocents to a horrible death because your pride won't allow you to let the town go. You must stop. I want to stay here as much as you do, but what you are doing is absolute madness. Give me that helmet. Absolutely not. If a few expendables had to die for me to get what I need, so be it. And it's clear to me that Welby's betrayal has infected you too. Goodbye, Saratha. Am I just gonna stand here and watch as he kills her? Farewell, Saratha. You've served me well, but you are no longer needed. I guess I am going to stand here and watch as he kills her. That's the answer to that. Oh, I can loot her body, though. Good news, bad news type situation. The good news is... Or the bad news is, you died. The good news is, I can loot you. Raytamon has committed a grievous crime. He must not be allowed to leave Lethian's Crossing. Okay, alright. And also let him run the fuck away. I know, right? I don't know what he would do with the helm. Well, they said he started acting weird and kind of going crazy after he spent that night in the old walls. So I imagine something happened to him in there. Maybe he's even possessed by the... Ooh, that's a nice fucking weapon he just dropped. I mean, it's a two-hander. Nobody in my group's gonna use it. But it's worth fat skrill. Alright, let's go after him. He went this way. Seraphina, the truest of heroes. Well, in fairness, you don't play this game. I mean, in this game, you don't play a hero. You're not meant... Oh, shit. I shouldn't have just run up here like this, like a moron. Without being in the right formation or pre-buffing or anything. Look who's here! But just a bit too late, aren't you? Raytamon laughs. He holds a rope, the end of which is binding Zedenia's hands. Zedenia stares at Raytamon with an intense hatred. Now that I have the Mage Bane and the Forge-bound Master, nothing can stop me from unleashing the Bane on Lethian's Crossing. Wait, why would you want to do that? Zedenia growls and takes a step toward Raytamon, who jumps back and puts up his hands in front of him. You notice one of his eyes is black and his nose is bleeding. You motherless cur. Zedenia spits at him. Her clothes are splattered, or they're bespattered, one might say. in blood, and she works her hands, fighting against the bonds holding her.
As soon as I free myself, and make no mistake, I will free myself, your blood will join your underlings on my armor. It will take more than a hammer to my head to take me down. Coward, using your men as a distraction. You know you are no match for me.
Raytamon takes another step away from Zedenya before continuing. With the Bane free, I will prove that the Bronze Brotherhood are the only ones strong enough to protect Lethian's Crossing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a town to endanger so I can save it. Okay, this is a moronic plan. Did he just run off again?
I'm not here.
Oh, now I gotta fight these assholes. Oh, did I just complete a quest? Forge Master Zedenya brought the Magebane Helm to protect Lethian's Crossing, but both she and the helm were taken by Raytamon. And now these fuckers are coming at me. Alright, run forward, everybody else run back. Alright, I need you to spectral blur yourself. Oh my god, she's already getting fucking destroyed. How did she get a wound already? Oh, I shouldn't have just ran up here all stupid. I've already ruined this fucking fight. Alright, well, we're just about to get worked. I mean, I could probably survive the fight, but... Alright, I need to stasis one of these assholes. She needs to run up to here. And Aria of Pain everybody. Disarmed. She's still trying to spectral blur herself. Am I healing her? Yes, I am. Alright, so this guy is stasised, right? Yeah, for the next 10 seconds, he's not going to be doing shit. Siren blasted off with her thing. Put this down. Little fireball action. Verse got healed. Is that right? Yeah, Verse got some healing, but we need to give her more. Which does she get more from? Vital Body? 4% health every 3 seconds. Okay, she gets more from Vital Body, so let's throw that on her. Verse is gonna... I don't know, she's still disarmed, so I guess she can't do shit. And she could...
I got it.
Fulminate. She healed? Does she have the healing going on her now? She does. Alright, good. Let's get her with Restoring Touch. Let's drink one of these. Electric Jolt these guys now that they've been fulminated. Let's Rhyme Spike some fools.
I got it.
Alright, good. That guy's not stasised anymore, so we need to deal with him. Let's taunt this guy. Herodotus' call on him. And she can... Frozen grasp on him.
You got it.
That's Herodotus' call is cool. That's what lifted him up in the air. First, is she still disarmed, or can she actually start doing something useful? Alright, skewer this guy. Oh, I need to know if she'll switch back to her. Okay, so right now... she's dual wielding. No wonder she's getting... Why is she dual wielding? Alright, so I've switched her... Now, I want to see what happens.
No dice.
Did she just skewer? She did. Now, after skewering... she switched back. She switched back, didn't she? Yeah. Good job. Alright, so we just have this one guy left. Let's Eternal Flame him. Charge Fist him. Searing Palm him. I still don't really know what I'm doing with these characters, with these spells and stuff.
You got it.
Well, because I started that fight so stupidly, Verse took a wound. But other than that, I guess we did fine. Ask Eldian where Raytamon may be taking Zedenya. Raytamon managed to escape with Zedenya into the surrounding wilderness of Lethian's Crossing. Eldian might have insight as to where Raytamon might have taken the Forge-bound Master. Okay. Meanwhile, I really need to find a lore trainer.
Right. Sorry,
So I need to go
can't.
back and talk to Eldian. Probably will remember that right before Lily aced her, yeah. Well, the town doesn't... It's not like the town just stopped existing, it's just a lot of the people are dead. But the town elder and probably some of the other... I don't think I get anything for this reputation, do I? No, I mean, I don't get any powers or anything. I guess you only get powers for your companion's fear and loyalty. No, that's not true. You get powers for Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored, too. And Bronze Brotherhood, really. And Vendrian Guard. That's right, that's why I have Sun Spear. And Forgebound. And Forgebound gives you powers, too. Just Lethian's Crossing doesn't. Because, I guess, fuck Lethian's Crossing. This would be a good time to find something out for science. And that's, if I rest and lose this bonus, will I still be able to cast these spells? Because a lot of these will require lore that I simply won't have without that +5 bonus. Seems like something to find out for science. Alright, where is the dude? Where am I even going?
Sorry, I can't.
Am I going to his house? Eldian's house? I guess I'm going to go to Eldian's house. hold on. Let's find this out for science. A quick save. How does training work in this game? It's exactly like Skyrim. Once per level, or I mean 5 times per level, you can train a skill. Per your character level. Doesn't matter which skill it is or what combination of skills you train, you can only train 5 times per each time that you actually level up. Which means if you level up without having trained that level, you just wasted the opportunity to gain 5 free skill ups, you know. So basically, I want to be training lore on my mages every single level 5 times. But the problem is, I no longer have access to a lore trainer like I did in the beginning. And I don't know where to get a lore trainer. I can't, that's not one of the options for trainers I can have at my Spire right now. So if I level up before training, I've just lost the opportunity to get that extra training. You just see what I'm saying? Which means if I'm not going to be able to train lore at all anyway, then I at least want to go back to my stronghold and train some other skills on them, you know. But for science, we're going to rest right now. Now, my lore is now definitely too low for some of these spells. Like this one. 95 lore required, I only have 93 now. So will it still let me cast it, is the question. Which spell is that? Vital Body. And Healing Aura. And Haste. Okay. So will it still let me cast it?
I got it.
Okay, yes. So that's good news. That is good news. I only need this lore requirement to initially set up the spell and assign it. Once it's assigned, even if my lore skill goes down, I can still cast the spells, which is great news. I no longer have to worry so much about that +5 bonus and losing it and then, because otherwise it would have been a huge pain in the ass.
Will do.
Would have been a huge pain in the ass otherwise. Why can't they just let you train 10 times if you miss a level without training? I don't know, that's just how it is. It's exactly how it was in Skyrim, too. Alright, hopefully he's actually in here. In the house. Man, I'm gonna be sad to have lost all those merchants. They had some good shit, dude. I mean, again, they didn't have anything critical. I already bought the really important stuff, i.e. the scrolls with sigils and stuff on them. Anything else they had, there was nothing irreplaceable that, like, oh god, if I didn't get that item, I would, you know. But I still would have been nice if those merchants were still here. Maybe all the merchants are hiding in Eldian's house, and they'll all be in here safe. Maybe. Or a couple of the merchants. Oh, look! They are! What are we going to do without the Magebane Helm? I hope Eldian has a plan to get the Helm back. If we don't get the Helm back, who's going to protect us from the Bane? Oh, these are just scrub-ass settlers. Oh, Harchened Bronze is here, though. So at least one of the merchants made it to safety. Magebinder, come in! I was just told the news that the Magebane Helm has disappeared. This is terrible. What happened just now? I heard fighting out there. Are there more of them?
Raytumon stole the Magebane Helm and captured Zidania.
I was just beginning to believe we were finally safe. But a celebration planned before its time will no doubt become a wake. Eldian shakes his head. And without Zidania, there's no chance of getting another helm. My friends, please go back to your homes for now. The Fatebinder has taken care of the invaders. Ooh, Twin Rivers is unlocked. Deserter's March is unlocked. I know it's asking a lot after everything you've already done for us, Fatebinder, but without the helmet or Zedenia, we're in the same predicament as we were before. The Bronze Brotherhood have a camp near the Old Walls at Twins River, and use Deserter's March as a travel route. Either one of these places would be a good place to start looking for Raytamon and Zedenia. Please find them. I don't know much more than that, but I'm happy to try and answer any questions you might have.
What can you tell me about Deserter's March?
It's empty, desolate, and swampy. People don't normally go there, which is why the Brotherhood use it for travel. There's less chance of running into someone on the road. If Raytamon is heading anywhere, he's likely to be using the march to get there. Take care, though. The Disfavored have been seen patrolling around the area.
What can you tell me about Twin Rivers?
There's another entrance to the Old Walls there, and I know the Brotherhood use the area as an outside base of operations. There are even rumors that they have been exploring the Old Walls. If that's true, Raytamon is even more insane than people have been letting on.
Anything else going on in town that I should know about?
I hate to add a request upon a request, Fatebinder, but I would ask one more thing of you. The recent attack was horrific, and there are a lot of folks that are in a bit of trouble now. O'Hara lost some of her men in the attack. She was stretched thin before it all, so I'm sure she's going to need all the help she can get. Some townsmen have also gone missing. I've no doubt your assistance could be useful to all of them. So, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please ask the townsfolk if they need your help.
He makes a formal bow.
I know we have no right to ask this of you, but I know you can help where no one else can.
What exactly did they expect to have happen? You leave a nice piece of iron in plain view and you're just asking to have it swiped. Nobody thought to, I don't know, tie it down or something? Yes, I was going to ask the same thing. Wards are easily overcome, and after that, the helmet is just there for the taking. Shame. It might have even worked. Well, good. Guess I'm not the only one who saw this as a disaster just waiting to unfold. But at least someone else stealing the Mage Bane means we can steal it from them, and it won't be quite as wrong as if we stole it from the town. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I know we're asking a lot, Fatebinder. If there's anything I can do to help you, just ask.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about the recent attack.
Horrible. It's all just horrible. He shakes his head. What's on your mind, Fatebinder? All of a sudden I can ask him a shit ton of questions. Why would I ask him number one when he literally just told me two places where he thought... I'm gonna ask it anyway, because apparently my character has incredible short-term memory problems. Any idea where Raytamon might have taken Zedenia? He looks at me like, are you a moron? I literally just told you that. I know, right? Ebb really shouldn't have said that until we were off later. The Brotherhood doesn't like to stay in one place for too long, so I can't easily point you to one location, I'm afraid. Haven's full of thick, forested caravan routes and river crossings. They like to make themselves at home at places like that for days at a time. And then, just when word reaches travelers of their whereabouts, they pick up and move on. Crafty fellows. I doubt Raytamon would continue that routine with Zedenia and Magebane in tow, though. Rumor has it that he sometimes moves through the Old Walls, which, on account of it being absolutely daft, probably means that it's true. He shrugs. This is all a long-winded way for me to say that I'm in the dark here. Sorry, Fatebinder.
How are the settlers faring after the attack?
Not well, I'm afraid. There's been some tension here and there with the Brotherhood, but by and large they've never attacked people in the settlement. They actually had their fair share of admirers here, believe it or not. We've at least a dozen dead, more wounded. Most folks stayed inside and got out of harm's way, but everyone's rattled. He gingerly rubs a bandage wrapped around his hand, wincing as he does. The attack didn't make a lick of sense. Who's to say that Raytamon might not return for more? That would make things really convenient for me if he just came back, so I don't have to go hunt him down, but... How dangerous are things now without Magebane? Truth be told, Fatebinder, I'm much more concerned about that helmet than Brotherhood on a rampage. It's true we survived here for a long time without magical protection, but that situation can change as soon as you'd blink. He points to a dark, scarred patch of skin on his neck. I got this many years ago. Thankfully, Bane attacks were few and far between then. He pulls back his sleeve to reveal some tightly wound bandages on his forearm and bicep. These I got in separate attacks in the last 2 months. Something is driving the Bane out of those old walls. Why do you think Zedenya was ordered to come here and deliver that fancy helmet? Yeah, a dozen. Maybe you shouldn't look outside if you want to keep believing that, right? Seems like a lot of people were killed. Why do you think the Brotherhood attacked? He snorts, frustration evident in his voice. I think it's safer to say that Raytamon attacked, though perhaps they're one and the same. I've been around long enough to know how to spot the weed that'll strangle your crops. That man has always carried a bit of poison inside him, even before Kairos kicked the Brotherhood out. Raytamon once burned a village to the ground to kill a rival that was hiding there with the help of some sympathetic folks. He said that the villagers raised arms against them, but that's a load of pig shit. He did it because he was obsessed with getting vengeance and never lets go of his obsessions. This rival wronged him before, so he left no stone unturned until she was dust in the ground. Consequences be damned. Whatever fool notion compelled him to order his men to come to Lethian's Crossing and steal Magebane, I guarantee you, has everything to do with that obsessiveness. He hasn't changed all these years. There's something big he wants, rest assured, and right now we're all in his way. Why do you think Raytamon took Zedenya captive? Interesting question. Eldian scratches his beard, squinting his eyes in thought. Truth be told, the Forgebound and the Bronze Brotherhood never really got along. The Ironworkers think of themselves as artisans and see Brotherhood soldiers as dim-witted thugs that aren't worthy of their fancy swords. The Brotherhood, for their part, see the Forgebound as docile servants of the Overlord, happy to trade their dignity for regular meals in a steam-fueled prison they call the Forge. How's it going, Rompocho, or Rompoko, or how you pronounce it? What's going on? I don't know if Raytamon aimed to take Zedenya. Quite frankly, she's just as likely to cave his head in with her hammer on any given day. Chuckles at the thought. Whether he planned it or not, giving the Forgebound their comeuppance is probably something he's wanted for years. It seems that not all of the Brotherhood agree with Raytamon. I've heard rumblings about that. Word is that their leader is a paranoid sort. He sees conspiracy and betrayal at every turn. I've seen a few of his lieutenants come and go. Pretty sure they're not all falling in battle. Tell me, if that's the sort of man you're following, how long do you think it'll be before someone else tries to stake a claim? I've known some Brotherhood men and women in my time. I'd never call them wholesome, but not all of them are arsewipes. This move by Raytamon is going to rub some of his folks the wrong way. Yeah, I kind of want to go back and talk to, what's her name? Demby, Tamby, Mamby, Pamby, Dunby. What was her name? The first axe that we met on the road. The one that wants to take over. I feel like I should go talk to her. I have other questions. What can this old fool do for you? I'd like to ask you a few questions about the recent attack. Actually, I don't. Actually, I have no questions whatsoever. Thank you. I'll be on my way. We're getting lots of experience and leveling up lots of skills. Guardian's Return. New quest in the shadow of the old walls. Raytamon has taken both the Magebane Helm and Forge Master Zedenya. Ari wanted Zedenya as part of their alliance, so pursue Raytamon and rescue the Forge Bound. Welby. Yeah, Welby. Good one, Nox. Go to Twin Rivers. Twin Rivers is known Bronze Brotherhood campsite. There's most likely a commander of sorts there who can be a source of information about Raytamon's whereabouts. So it looks like we might be getting two birds with one stone here. By completing this, we should be able to get the Forge Bound on our side and the Bronze Brotherhood on our side once Welby takes over and Raytamon's dead, right? So that we should be getting two factions in one here as part of our coalition. There's most likely a commander of sorts there who can be a source of information about Raytamon's whereabouts. Go to Deserter's March. The Bronze Brotherhood often travel through Deserter's March. You may be able to find information regarding Raytamon whereabouts there. You protected the settlers of Lethian's Crossing by killing the Bronze Brotherhood raiders. I'm getting dangerously close to leveling up here. I feel like I need to go train. Unless the game makes you choose between the two like a jerk. Oh, that's a possibility as well, but... Well, if I had to choose, I would choose the Forge Bound. May the silence of peace and the jangling of rings both follow you in all things. I'll be on my way. Oh, he also told me to talk to the villagers to see if they need help. So it sounds like side quest time here in the village. In the village. Sounds like we'll probably get a side quest as well. Help, I'm being chewed on by a bane! That's what I'm saying, Saito. I think I should go train. Even though I can't train in what I want to train in, unfortunately, because I don't have the proper trainer. Oh, cool. The merchants are back. At least she is. Maybe they're all back. That'll be great. Of course, the town is still all fucked. She's back, so I'm going to assume there's the little pig. What I'm going to do... Oh, I came the wrong way. Oh, they're all back. They're all back. Okay, thank goodness. All of them. Yay! I'm irritated that there's this whole big town full of merchants and NPCs and there's not a single fucking trainer here. Alright, so I think I'm going to go back to the Spire. Which means it'd be a good time to go back, train, have the talk with Siren before I proceed with my adventure here. So now we've got Twin Rivers and Deserter's March on the map. I can go back to Ironhall Trail and talk to Welby, which I'll do before I go to those two places. So I think what I'll do is go back to my spire, then come back to the town and look around the town and see if I get any side quests, then go talk to Welby and see if anything happens there, and then go to these places. But first, back to the spire. Do I have a reason to go to Ascension Hall, or should I just go straight to the top? I don't think I have a reason to go to Ascension Hall. So straight to the top. Yeah, your house is burning? Your baby's inside? Hold tight, I'll be back in a few days. I got this. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's my understanding that your quest is not a timed quest in the game code. So just sit tight. Don't worry. I promise you your baby will not burn while I'm gone. Alright, we're back to the spire again. So now, what do I even want to train in? Well, I wonder if I have new items. New freebies. I do have new items. An opal, a lesser healing potion, and an iron axe. Iron axe, lesser healing potion. And now there's 3 camping supplies sitting in there. Alright, so how's that iron axe? Is it any good? Not really. It's got a lot of armor penetration, but other than that, it's kind of sucktastic. That's fine, I'll sell it for 5 copper. Or 5 bronze. I wonder if I can ask Lantry about this rubbing. Maybe he'll know something about it. I mean, he is a sage after all.
One moment. Of course. How can I help?
Can you help the villagers get the mage helm back, find out where the Brotherhood leader is, deal with the crazy Brotherhood leader, get the Forge-bound master back, and protect us from the Bane? Yeah. That's a lot of things. Hold on, let me show you the ink thing.
In good conscience poison you. Oh, fine. The things I do to educate the youth. Here's how it works. The Reds give you a brief bout of synesthesia, great for writing music. Cerulean can unhinge me a bit, but it blocks out the cramps and anxiety. My sepia ink is perfect for quiet contemplation, also insomnia.
The cerulean is where it's fucking at. What's the cerulean ink like? Seems to do nothing. And yet, look at the dialogue options I get now. Did you know that legally speaking, my word is the same as Tunon's word unless the Archon contradicts my word as a Fatebinder? Rogellis says the legal term for that is proxy decesis. Callio says the legal term is fuck you, I'm the law. What is Kairos' problem? Can't get off your damn throne and actually visit your subjects? How do we know Kairos isn't already dead? Or it's like a title that gets handed off mother to son. I spent 3 years slogging through the tears for this ass, and you know what? I don't really know if Kairos exists. Like a double-edged sword? Why is that used as a simile for something that can hurt you when you use it? You don't actually hit your enemy, then yourself, then hit your enemy, then yourself, unless you're an idiot. Sure hope that saying doesn't catch on for the ages. I love these, man. I love that you can fucking get high and go on a drug-induced rant. It makes me so happy. I love the fact that certain backgrounds get their own unique drug-induced rant as well. It'd be great if you could just keep doing the ink, and then every other conversation you get into, you could drug-induced rant. Yeah, that would be fucking great. I'm gonna do the double-edged. I don't think anything different's gonna happen from the last time.
On second thought, I shouldn't be poisoning your young mind. That should wear off in just a moment.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same, but still pretty funny. Alright. Alright, let's talk about training. So Lysandra can train me. I guess I'll do Control Grave Light for Ebb. Control Life for Seraphina. Verse has already trained. And Siren... I don't even know what to train Siren in. Unless I go to the other trainer. I could just train her in dodge. Do your companions that are not in your party level up with you? I think so, Saito. Not 100% sure about that. Actually, I think they said that they do, yeah. Okay. We'll train Siren and dodge. No, I don't care. I'm not gonna bother to train the ones that aren't in my party. Because I'm really not planning to ever use them ever again in the whole game. I mean, I might be forced to for some reason, or I might change my mind, but, it'll be fine. Alright, so Seraphina will do Control Life. And Ebb will do Grave Light. And we'll call it a day. Why can't she have lore? Why can't I have a person available that can train lore? But no, they train all kinds of bullshit that I don't care about. None of these skill trainers will train lore. Why? Why? Whenever I say it'll be fine, you get an icy feeling in your spine. Oh boy. Okay. Let's sell some junk. Ooh, that's worth... wow, that stuff combined is worth a lot of money. Look at me, I've got almost 3 iron rings now. Pretty sweet. Alright, hold on. Show me the perps. Show me the perps. Show me your perps. Hey, this guy's saying to me, he's Lethian's wait a minute, he's not Lethian's Crossing, he's Vendrian Guard. But he's happy that Lethian's Crossing likes me, apparently. My friend, always a fair sight to these wind-blasted eyes. Wind-blasted because they're standing around on top of this spire all the time? Yeah, copper, bronze, iron side, oh yes. Show me the perps. There are no perps. Fine, show me the unperps. Show me the blues. Yeah, maybe he's from there or has family there, yeah. That makes sense. Alright, I'm not buying anything right now. Not here. Alright, I guess what I'm gonna do... We've trained. She's gonna level up really soon. She'll level up pretty soon. She'll level up fairly soon. She won't level up for a while, but she's already a level ahead of us. The shitty-ass lore. God, that lore is terrible for being level 8. Hers is equally bad, but at least she's only level 7. And hers is low, but she's a fighter. She's not supposed to have high lore. My lore is pretty solid, though. It's 93. Plus 5 from the resting buff here will make it 98. Oh, that deflection, though. Maybe don't mention to him now that maybe he no longer has family there. Yeah. Alright, cool. We got a resting buff. Well, I think the next thing I'm gonna do, before I head back to Lethian's Crossing, is have a lengthy talk with Siren. Yep, I think that's the plan. Talk with Siren. Go to Lethian's Crossing. Go to Ironhall Trail. And then go to one of these two, whichever one we decide to go to first. Who's the poor sap who has to haul wood? Well, nobody has to haul anything. It's a teleporter. It's a teleporter that just teleports you from Ascension Hall up to here. So it's not like anybody has to carry anything up to the top. They just have to carry it to the teleporter down below and then just bloop. Bloop. Apparently that's the sound effect of teleporting. Bloop. I guess that's it. Alright, well, in our next episode, we will have the talk with Siren, and it'll be pretty awesome, because, Siren's a cool character. Isn't it already some distance up? I guess so. I don't know. That's gonna do it for this one. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.